New tonight at 11, a Valley apartment complex with a history of deadly fires is being put on notice. The complex is so notorious, the fire department sends extra help to every single fire call there.
The owners of the Solaire Apartments now the subject of a lawsuit claiming negligence. 13 investigative reporter Joe Bartels walks you through the sweeping changes now being called for.
The Solaire Apartments have gone by a number of different names over the years, but it doesn't change the history of fires going back nearly 40 years. And this latest deadly fire now at the center of a lawsuit seeking change.
In fact, she had just come from church, actually, on that Sunday when she was in her apartment relaxing, and then this broke out.
Myriam Hernandez Estrada, just 26 years old, was ready to take on the world. An eternal optimist, she was studying French and finances, but her dreams were cut short on a hot August day last year. Hernandez Estrada was killed when she went back into her burning Solaire apartment to rescue her chihuahua.
The roof had collapsed, so she was in the top of the building. The cause of death was primarily thermal injuries, and secondary to that was carbon monoxide poisoning.
Attorney Joe Benson is representing the family. They filed this lawsuit claiming apartment ownership knew the buildings dating back to the 80s were prone to fast-moving fires. They failed to act, were negligent, and recklessly cared and maintained the complex.
With respect to apartments in this town, because sometimes it takes something drastic, and that's what I think we have in this case.
The Solaire Apartments have gone by many names over the years. And we have covered those fires for years at that apartment complex at Karen and Maryland Parkway. And a search of our archives shows the very long and frankly dangerous history. In March 2000, 4 people were killed, including 3 children and a disabled man. At the time, it was the deadliest fire in Clark County in 20 years. At least a dozen other fires at the complex over the years have sent residents literally running for their lives. Fire authorities say the buildings were built using the fire codes at the time. Modern-day codes require sprinklers, alarms, firewalls to slow the spread of flames, something the complex isn't required to have because the buildings are grandfathered in because of the way the law is written. Myriam's family wants the buildings brought up to code.
It hurts to see my parents every time I go. I see them or I talk to them on the phone. I'm still waiting for my sisters to show up. And it's not going to happen anymore.
The ownership, California-based Westland Real Estate Group, released a statement to 13 Investigates that reads in part, quote, Solaire Apartments disputes that any wrongdoing or negligence occurred on its part. Solaire offers its deepest condolences to the Hernandez Estrada family and those who were affected by the incident. The lawsuit is seeking at least $15,000 in damages. Joe Bartels, 13 Action News, elevating Las Vegas.